Hi everyone, Morten here with another video. A few days ago I went out and I spent my Christmas gift. And you're thinking, well, is it Christmas? No, it's actually February. But I got a couple of gift cards for Christmas. And this one in particular I got from my friends Annema and Charlotte. And I haven't used it until now because I didn't want to lose to Tommy in the not buying any new records in January. So, and also I've been away for most of January and also parts of February. Getting back on Friday, my 1 month up there at Helgelandsmoen was over. And so I decided I would go and use one of my two gift cards on a record by ahaa. So quick update or quick info for you over there, maybe across the pond. ahaa, of course, was a Norwegian band that formed in 1992. Kind of remnants of an earlier band by Paul Voktar, guitar, and Magne Furholmen, or Mags, as you guys were told to call him, on keyboard, getting together with vocalist Morten Harket, forming the band ahaa. And various attempts at getting released and then getting a manager and everything finally had some sort of fruition. I think although they did release Take On Me, their breakthrough singles, a couple of times in various iterations until they got that amazing video, which climbed the charts in 1985, getting them all the way to the Billboard 100 #1 spot with Take On Me, and their subsequent studio album, which of course will be known to you all, which was Hunting High and Low. And here's my mid-2010s reissue of that record. Now, if you're following VH1 and other channels, they were a one-hit wonder because America never heard from them again, which is actually a contradiction to their own rule about being a one-hit wonder, because their follow-up single also made it into the Billboard Top 20, which is a hit single. So there you go. But while America lost interest, the rest of the world did continue to buy records by ahaa. And as the story goes, like I said, their debut album, followed up by my favorite of their albums, their second album, Scoundrel Days. I do have a vinyl copy of this, but it's up on my wall because it was signed by the band when I went to a signing at Platekompani in the Oslo City Shopping Mall. And then they followed up with Stay On These Roads. All these sold several million copies. I think this one sold something like 4 or 5 million copies. This also contains the song Living Daylights, which was their James Bond theme song for the Timothy Dalton. That was not in any way endorsed or pushed in America, and they had a bit of a conflict with their record label because they hadn't shown up for the premiere for the James Bond film because they were touring in Japan. And apparently we found out later that MTV then put them on some sort of list. They weren't supposed to talk about them, even though you had festivals where people left after ahaa had played because they came to see ahaa. So there you go. And they followed up with another million seller, East of the Sun, West of the Moon. And pretty great selling compilation, The Hits of ahaa. And then they went a little more adult on the next record, and it did not fare very well and sold poorly. And that was Memorial Beach. So after this, which was around 92, I guess they went on a hiatus, but I would say they kind of broke up. Morten recorded a couple of really good solo albums, one of them internationally, one more Norwegian. Magne went into more production and also his paintings, while Paul started a band called Savoy with his wife, Savoy Voktar. And they still record albums, fine albums. I mean, he's the main songwriter in ahaa, so you know what you're going to get. Then in 1998, they got back together to play the Nobel Peace Price Concert, and this sort of rekindled, because apparently they don't always get along very well. There seems to be a lot of arguing within the confines of ahaa, but they did record a new album, and that was like the comeback reunion album, and that was Minor Earth and Major Sky. Followed that up with Lifelines, and they followed that up with the one record I really want for this year's Record Store Day, which was announced earlier this week. This has never been released officially on vinyl, and that's Analog. And then probably my latter day favorite, which is Foot of the Mountain, again signed by the band, as you can see. So I met them twice for signings. They had already released a live album, but this one came out, How Can I Sleep With Your Voice in My Head? And then they kind of broke up again and went on a hiatus once again until they got back in, when was this? Yeah, in 2015 with Cast in Steel. Probably, in my opinion, probably their weakest album. I'm not very fond of this one. I never caught up. And then about 4 or 5 years ago, they released this wonderful album, True North. I have a regular vinyl of this, but also this wonderful book, which also contains a CD, which is why I don't have a regular CD. And I think that's their final album, because last year it became known that Morten has contracted. Well, do you say contracted? Well, he's got Parkinson's now, and I don't see it very. They're getting on a little bit, and also how the dynamics in the band work. And I think he's more or less said that his voice he can't get his voice to work anymore. So yeah, I think True North is probably their final album. And I was talking about, for example, Memorial Beach. It has never really gotten. It had never gotten a reissue on vinyl, and the vinyls that was released back when it came out was just a few in Germany and in Latin America, and those are very costly. And so we're Foot of the Mountain, and I told you about the one being released for Record Store Day. But Foot of the Mountain did get a reissue a couple of years ago, a really nice one, and saved me a lot of money. If I was going to get this one on vinyl, before that it would have cost me a lot of money. But what did I get then when I used the gift card my friends had given me for Christmas? Well, it was reissued as a 25th anniversary edition late last year. So if you do the math, well, their first reunion was in 2000 with the release of their brand new studio album, Minor Earth, Major Sky, and it has gotten a 25th anniversary reissue. So that is what I picked as my Christmas present from Annema and Charlotte. I haven't opened it yet, as you can see. I wanted to do that with you guys. So 25th anniversary edition, 2 LP silver vinyl, and that includes 4 exclusive live versions. So no blank 4th side here, I'm happy to say. I really like this artwork. I like the next one as well. What is that, Lifelines? And you know, they've done really well for themselves. An estimate from 2009 said that they had sold over 100 million records, including studio albums, live albums, and singles. And I don't think there's any Norwegian artists who come close to that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. So there you go, guys. And they've been very big in Latin America, playing for about roughly 200,000 people in I think in Brazil, and big in Germany and Britain, much bigger than you know. Like I said, the United States largely forgot them, and I think Warner Brothers also are in part to blame there, sort of dropping the ball on them as soon as they did, or quickly as they did. Very nice. So the tracks are side A, Minor Earth, Major Sky, Little Black Heart, Velvet, Summer Moved On, and side B is The Sun Never Shone That Day, To Let You Win, The Company Man, Thought That It Was You, I Wish I Cared, side C, Barely Hanging, You'll Never Get Over Me, I Won't Forget Her, and Mary Ellen Makes the Moment Count. And D side are live from Oslo in 2001. Minor Earth, Major Sky, The Sun Never Shone That Day, Velvet, and Summer Moved On. So there you have it, guys. This gorgeous, like I said, just released 2 or 3 months ago. And as you can also see here, we have silver vinyl. Love the labels, the color scheme there.
I
inner. So that's where the wing, the rest of the plane went. And the band, as they looked back, well, 26 years ago now. And what was that sort of that repeat Live Aid where they played, where there were various concerts around the world? Was that Live 8? I remember they performed in Berlin, and you know the audience were really, you know, the Germans, you know, everything. But I remember the sound, the vocal, the microphone for Morten wasn't working, and they asked if it could be fixed, and they said, no, play. Mach show. And I think basically on the final song we got his voice properly in, and it got kind of a little bit ruined. I remembered. I was very disappointed. A lot of us Norwegians felt slighted by this, but yeah. So there we go, guys. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed seeing me opening my Christmas present from Annema and Charlotte. Whenever I do mention, you know, stuff from ahaa, post Take On Me, I do get comments sometimes from you guys over on the other side of the, wow, ahaa are still around? Oh, they continue to make records? Yeah. You know, don't believe everything you read, and don't believe everything you don't read. You know, peanut and jelly sandwiches are not the most popular sandwich on the planet Earth, even though it might be locally. I'm gonna get in trouble for that. So anyway, guys, if you have any questions, if you want to have any comments about ahaa, or just want to say hi, you know, I enjoy that. And please click like, that helps my channel. If you want to subscribe, that makes me happy. And I hope to see you guys in another video. Takk for at dere så på. Hei, hei. Ha det bra.